Soul is directed by Pete Docter and is the latest film from Pixar. Now, Pete Docter is one of the best directors in animation working today. He has directed films such as Monsters Inc., Inside Out, and Up. And I think his worst film is Up. And Up is still an amazing film. So when your worst film is Up, you're doing a pretty damn good job. So going into Soul, I was very excited because Pete Docter was directing it. Pixar recently haven't been at the top of their game. I hated Incredibles 2. I thought Toy Story 4 was okay, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. And I thought Onward was good, but it's not what you'd expect from Pixar. Soul is Pixar's best film since Coco. Soul is incredible. I absolutely love this film. Now, one of the things going into any Pixar film that you expect is that the animation is going to be fantastic. And it's better than fantastic here. Visually, this might just be Pixar's best film. The character designs, the designs of both New York City and the Great Beyond, a prominent setting in the film. This film is visually stunning. I really don't think Pixar have made a better film visually than Soul. I'm not only talking in terms of animation, but there are so many sequences in Soul that, in terms of colours and direction, that are just flawless. This film is so visually striking. The voice cast is really great. Standouts are Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey. They bounce off of each other really well, and they're really charismatic. Now, Soul is a very funny movie. There are a lot of really great gags. I found myself laughing consistently throughout Soul, and I don't always find that with Pixar. Sometimes with Pixar, I find a lot of gags that don't work, but here, pretty much all of the gags worked for me. There's a lot here that kids are gonna love. Mainly the incredible visuals, the colours are so vibrant, and also the great humour. But there is also so much for adults and teenagers to appreciate here. And that's mainly the film's themes and messages. I don't want to give it away, but this is probably the most mature animated movie ever made. And maybe one of the most mature movies ever made, full stop. Soul is so grounded, despite its huge visuals and its ambition. It's grounded in its themes. And again, I don't want to give it away because I didn't know them going in, and I was just flabbergasted, in a good way, by the themes here. But the themes here really spoke to me, and the final 15 minutes are astounding. I was speechless. My jaw was dropped during the final 15 minutes. What they do in the final 15 minutes, I've never seen anything like it in an animated film or even a family film. And I'm so pleased they did what they did. So I think Pete Docter, co-director Kent Powers and co-writer Mike Jones do a really great job of balancing the tricky subject matter. Because there's a lot of really heavy stuff in this film. But I think both kids and adults can love this film because it's balanced so well. It never feels too heavy, but it's also still emotionally resonant. One of my worries going into Soul was that the plot description of this movie sounded very similar to both Inside Out and Coco. Both Pixar movies I love, but I was worried Soul was going to be too similar to them. Luckily, Soul is its own thing. There isn't another Pixar movie or even another animated movie you could compare it to. It is so original and unique. If I had to find any issues with Soul, there are some moments that drag in the second act, but that's just me nitpicking. In the end, I think Soul is another masterpiece from both Pixar and Pete Docter. Going into Soul, I believe Pete Docter was the best director working in animation today. With Soul, and after seeing Soul, I don't just think that. I genuinely think he's one of the best directors working today, full stop, in any medium. I'm going to give Soul an A+. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I know that I said this last video, but I didn't think I'd be doing a Soul review, but my next video will probably be, most likely be, the best films of 2020, and this film is definitely on that list. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are having a great Christmas. Although it is very strange this year, but still, I hope you're having a great Christmas. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys were awesome. Blu-ray Billy, logging off.